ALRA TV.
Welcome to the home of divine love. Goa Shahi Mahaba, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, and to all our lovely Jewish followers here on ALRA TV, a very happy Hanukkah to all. And we're very happy that you've joined us this evening. We've got a couple of wonderful guests that we're going to have a beautiful discussion about spirituality and divine love. So previously on Esoteric Jesus, we spoke of that wonderful subject, the wonderful mystical secrets that His Holiness Goa Shahi has shared with us about Esoteric Jesus and this practical methodology of opening the spiritual heart. We spoke about the benefits that we receive whilst we have the awakening. And we spoke about how we can give a boost to that spiritual energy, how we can accelerate on the path of divinity, and how we can reach that ultimate goal of connection to Jesus, connection to God. And it's been a beautiful journey so far. So we're going to talk about this journey so far this evening. And what we touched upon yesterday was about really the benefits we have when we share this beautiful bounty and this beautiful knowledge with others. And it very much reminds me of at the close of worship, at the close of Mass, the close of our church service, in so many traditions in Christianity, we hear the clergyman, the priest, the vicar. He says, "Go in peace to love and serve the Lord." And that very sentence, "Go in peace to love and serve the Lord," it comes at the end. But that is a very important step in our religion, in our faith, in our tradition. Go in peace to love and serve the Lord. And we have to dig deep and we have to learn ourselves how we can love the Lord and how we can serve the Lord and then how we can go in peace. Now these three, just like we spoke before, the marriage of mind, body and soul, this trinity of love, serving and peace also can come only when the heart has been awakened, and the heart is that pumping station of divine love and divine energy. And loving the Lord is, as we spoke about, remembrance, remembering the Lord. And through this enlightened heart, the name of the Lord enters the heart, the beating system, and it starts to remember Lord with that mystical formula that we spoke about, the mystical formula that recites the name of God, that reaches the goal, reaches the upper realms. And then God looks down upon us, looks at those shiny hearts, and gives that extra nurturing to us, and extra love and extra care. And to serve the Lord is telling others, showing others how they can walk the spiritual path, how they can enlighten their hearts, how they can gain that consciousness that we spoke about. It's spoken so widely about now, consciousness. It's the opposite to unconsciousness, meaning that on this earth, our souls are in a sleeping mode, an unconscious state. And the very essence of our existence here is to reawaken those souls and to gain that consciousness. And with that consciousness that we love others, we feel a connection to all humanity and all creation. And this is the most certainly Messiah Foundation International's aim, and our passion is to share this message. And to go in peace means that we have this peace in our heart. Yes, we can speak about ourselves. We have our own peace. How can you give peace to others if we're not in peace ourselves? It makes sense. We can't go around telling people that I'm a peaceful person. Hey, I'm peaceful. No, people will see through your actions whether you're a peaceful person, and whether you make that person feel at ease with themselves and peaceful with themselves. So when you're actually feeling peace within yourself, and then that shows to others, they can see, wow, this is a peaceful person. They can ask you, how did you achieve this state of peacefulness? You're such a calm person. You're such a loving and divine person. And then we share this mystical knowledge that we've received about esoteric Jesus, about His Holiness Goa Shahi, connection to the Almighty God. So this is all done by our mannerism and our characters when they change involuntarily, when we have this divine energy and divine light. So this is how we can love the Lord, how we can serve the Lord, and how we can go in peace. And it all starts with this opening of the heart. So that last point of serving we spoke about as well. I was lucky to be joined with Sheikh Tanvir yesterday, and we shared lots of pictures with you about our missions, mainly I would say in English-speaking countries that we covered. The West, as it's sometimes known, America, Canada, Europe, Australia, New Zealand. And we have lots of beautiful people down in Latin America, especially in Mexico. And they want to share this bounty as well. And as we've mentioned before, this is your heart speaking. Your heart wants to share this. Nobody's told what to do. Nobody has any restrictions to their lives, or that they're made to share this message to pay back something. No, this is completely involuntary. And down there in Mexico, they've translated lots of the banners and leaflets into Spanish, and they're sharing this knowledge about Sufism in Mexico. And what really tickles the heart is that before there's a pollution of society in Mexico about what Sufism is, people taking money, and people are using Sufism of another platform. These beautiful people down in Mexico are going to get this pure Sufi knowledge straight from the universal Sufi order of His Holiness Goa Shahi. And they're working very hard down there in Mexico. We showed you a few snapshots of their activities down there. And I'm also honored to be joined by Sheikh Wajid from Hong Kong, who is very active in mission work. And his sterling work in sharing this message has reached far and wide. And I would say probably most of the other countries that we didn't show you yesterday, Sheikh Wajid has dived into and shared this message. He's been very busy this last week. He's in the business and financial sector right here in the City of London. He works, he's very much a family man, and he involves his family very much so in this mission. And there's Sheikh Wajid to my left there, and he's going to share with you exactly how he serves the mission, and how he pleases the Lord, and how he feels within himself. So, Sheikh Wajid, please, we'll go over to you now, and please share with our lovely ALRA TV viewers.
Thank you very much, Brother Steve, for kind words and introduction. First of all, I would like to say that very pleased to be here and joining you with this evening, and basically feel honored to share this session with you. In fact, and as you said, basically we are all here to spread this divine message. In fact, and that is exactly the reason basically we are now connected to this divine message and to the spiritual master, and we got the connection established. The next thing is, how do we take this message to the next level throughout this world, in fact. And I had pleasure, in fact, and honor to take this message to some of the Far East countries and some of the countries in Southeast Asia. Initially, I was a bit hesitant, as you said, that most of us tend to pick up easy way, in fact, and head to English speaking countries, in fact, and where where we do feel very comfortable, or we just go in our circles of like friends, family, where we can easily express the message in our own language, in fact. But the key is, this message is a divine message. It's a universal message.
Absolutely.
And this message need to go all around the world. In fact, this is exactly basically the core of whatever we are learning from, say, the Younus AlGohar, and especially through ALRA TV, as viewers are experiencing that this program, these functions and all the gatherings that are happening all around the world, in fact, actually is truly reflecting on the fact that this is a universal message. In fact, community is very active all around the world at the moment, in fact. So I, as you said, is actually from my family life, from my professional life or so, in fact, obviously after getting the message, in fact, and getting connected to this divine message, then started looking into like, okay, how do I contribute, in fact, to the humanity, in fact, because the key part that we all need to understand is that when God sent the messengers, in fact, the messengers were sent to convey this message to the whole humanity, in fact. So if we are contributing in that sense and taking this message to all humanity, what exactly we are reflecting on? We are effectively reflecting the uh, teachings of God, as well as whatever the acts that were done by the messengers, in fact. So this urge in you, in fact, that okay, now I got connection, my connection established, I've understood my reality, what is the purpose of my life, what is next then? How do I become more and more uh, prominent, or more and more special in front of God, in fact? And in order to become more special, the thing is, you need to take time, you need to spare time, and you need to take this message to the humanity, in fact, and spread this message of love, in fact. So as you said, in fact, this idea literally came from, say, the Younus AlGohar, and when we were discussing about he asked me, Brother Wajid, when you travel, how often you travel in a year, in fact, and what are the general countries you would like to travel, in fact. And I explained him that so far I have traveled these countries, and normally I travel with my family, etc. And then he gave me this idea that, okay, when you travel, why don't you take this message with you? In fact, for example, you have been like based in Hong Kong. There are so many other countries which are neighboring and nearby, and travel from Hong Kong is pretty easy. In fact, Far East is one of the region, in fact, where we have people who are not English speakers, in fact. And if see if you can convey and take this message of love, in fact, in those countries. So the journey literally started from Hawaii.
Right.
So
Yes.
Hawaii was the first country which Sayyidi Yunus Al initially said, okay, from your proximity, this is probably the area where you can head, in fact. And what we did was we went to this Honolulu Island from all the way from Hong Kong. We flew to Hawaii in Honolulu airport, and this area where we stayed for almost 10 days. It's Waikiki area. And this picture is me and my son. As I said, this was a family trip, in fact, and I was with my family. Back then, obviously, was a little one, and now he has grown up,
Oh,
in
lovely.
fact. And you can see that, okay, he was so anxious and so keen to
Well, you can
spread
see
the
on his
message,
lovely
in fact.
face, can't you? Look at him.
Exactly how expressful his face looks when he is spreading this message and distributing the leaflets, in fact. So that feeling of when your whole family is working on the same purpose and working on the same objective is to spread this message to people who are tourists, who are there in Hawaii, in Honolulu, coming from all over the world, in fact, in this busy area of which is beachside area. The tourist spots were fully packed, in fact, and they were like in the morning, in the evening, whenever we were walking through the promenade. In fact, hundreds of people walking on the around the promenade.
So it's not
And
just the locals enjoying it, the tourists, and they will return to their own countries with that.
with that message,
that
in
message.
fact, actually.
Beautiful,
So
yeah.
the leaflets were all printed in English, and I remember we planned that if we are there for 10 days, in fact, at least we should spread 1,000 leaflets, in fact. So every day we had a target of like distributing 100 or so leaflets to normal people, whether those were locals or the tourists. We used to go to like churches or some schools where there were like gatherings of like tourists or having sunset related views, enjoying their time at at the beach or so, in fact. And this was very, very easy. We had no trouble whatsoever, in fact, because all we were doing was like, okay, with the basic expressive and smiley face, just distributing the
Did you have any
message.
break for surfing in Hawaii? Or
Well, we had a good time there. As I said, basically, it was spreading the message, distributing the leaflets, having our own time as well, enjoying the good sunset and that white sand, walking around that sand.
beautiful.
That was very, very good, in fact, actually. So the whole thing started from the very first country, which Saidi said that, okay, why don't you go and spread this message around in Hawaii, in fact, actually. So we went like to museums and where the Pearl Harbor incident happened. We went to those places. It was like 1.5 hour drive from where we were staying, in fact. Then we went to some of the other areas where they had farms, in fact, and they were like cooking the local food. So what we did was like wherever we were dropping off, whether it was just for a 10-15 minutes break or we were just going on bus, actually, we tend to like make a short break, distribute some leaflets, hop on, hop off. So it was like not like full time, fully just into leaflet, but throughout the day enjoying the mission, as well as like, okay, enjoying the scenery, meeting the locals, having good local food as well. That was 2014, as I said. So it started from that English speaking country. But then later on, obviously, said there are other areas, there are other countries as well, actually. So I did mention to Saidi that, okay, in my busy schedule, I have like around 20 days or so in every year, which are my personal holidays, in fact. But I do tend to take like, okay, at least 2 breaks, matching with my family time, in fact, because of my son's school schedule, in fact. Every year, I try to do 1 or 2 trips, in fact. So the very next one we did was in Vietnam. And the reason of like picking Vietnam was because of the two languages, in fact, their own local language. And they also speak some of them French language, which because it used to be a French colony. And Vietnam was excellent, I would say, as you can see from the pictures. In fact, this country, like we used to sometimes wake up before the sunset or right after sunset, in fact, actually, and then the young generation and every market was already kind of like 6:30, 7 o'clock was open. The public was all around. In fact, in the evenings, we used to go to the parks, and they were like young generation, the kids from college, schools, and then universities. They were jogging in the parks, they were doing trekking and stuff like that. Again, you can see myself, my son, my wife, all of us were like, okay, together for this family trip, distributing the leaflets, just a small backpack, putting the leaflets in the bag. And we were just like driving, going to multiple parks, lakes, and different areas in the shopping centers. And wherever we were finding, like, okay, there are tons of people. Again, the idea was if we are there for like 7, 8 days, in fact, we will cover 500, 700, 2,000 leaflets easily.
Wonderful.
That was our target. So if in a day we couldn't make it, then we used to like cover it for the on the next day, in fact. And it was Hanoi, the main city. Then we decided, okay, I mean, we should try to go out. So we used to take like day trips, drive 1.5 hour out from the main Hanoi city, in fact. And then they were like villages, locals, and they were so welcoming. All of them were like, okay, looking at the pictures of Sarkar, in fact, actually on the leaflet. Some of them were obviously as students keen to speak English with us as well, try to understand. The leaflets were all translated in their own language. In fact, if they were like old people, they were able to basically understand from the translation and everything available on the leaflet.
Yes.
So I'm talking about this was 2015, the trip of Vietnam, in fact. Again, as I said, awesome experience. And that's when I kind of like felt that, okay, as long as there are souls who are thirsty, in fact,
Yes.
to grab this message, to understand the reality, why they are here in this world, in fact, I mean, doesn't matter which language you talk about, in fact. They will accept the message as long as you are conveying them with the positive and vibe and energy.
Yes.
People reflect on it like, okay, if this person himself is at ease, at calm, in fact, actually, and is expressing this message, explaining that, okay, picture on the moon, holy black stone, and these things, at least the question or curiosity comes to their mind, in fact. And they start asking them, okay, I will have a look at the website. Then they themselves like saying that, okay, I want to know more. How can I get connected? Some of them, when I explain that this is a website, you can go check more details there. You can get connected via email with us. So very, very good experience.
Wow.
So this is 2015. Then the journey continued pretty much, in fact, and the next country we picked up was another interesting country, very historic country, in fact, tons of tourists. And I was checking, in fact, before going there, that this is in Asia, the second in terms of the most touristy and visited place in whole of that Asia region, in fact, and that was Cambodia.
Right.
So Cambodia is very famous because of this these temples. People must have seen these temples in the Tomb Raider movie as well, in fact, actually, of Hollywood, in Angkor Wat. So what we did was effectively again the same thing, translated the leaflets in the language in Cambodia. And this trip was also a two nation or two countries trip, road trip, in fact, actually. So we went to Laos as well in the same trip. Again, I took like almost 10, 12 days. So we targeted 6, 7, 8 days in Cambodia, 5, 6 days in Laos as well, in fact. So it was great experience. As you can see, like, okay, everyone was so welcoming, keen to know what this message is about. They were looking at us as foreigners and then distributing them this message in their own language and explaining them this holy black stone and the picture of Jesus and His Holiness on the moon, in fact.
What kind of tradition do they follow in Cambodia?
So in Cambodia, the majority are like, okay, Buddhism connected to like, okay, Hinduism, and from those roots, because Buddha did cover a lot of these countries, in fact, in history,
Yes.
in fact. So the message was from their core was literally about Buddhism from the history.
And they're very much into oneness, aren't they?
Yes, they are very much into oneness, in fact. And the temples that we visited, in fact, actually gave us this impression that it's kind of like connected with like India, Thailand, Cambodia, Laos, all of these countries, in fact, follow the same tradition and same culture. So that was pretty good. I mean, as I said, 2016.
And again, you said there was a lot of tourists.
Yes, that Angkor Wat area and the main tourist spots in Cambodia, the shopping centers, were packed from tourists, in fact.
Wow.
So we met tons of backpackers there as well. In fact, actually, a lot of people just go there because they enjoy the food, the service, the hotels, and the resorts there are great, in fact. So you get excellent service there. And we stayed in a very nice resort area. In fact, actually, that was almost like 30 minutes, 25 minutes drive from Angkor Wat. That place had a beautiful swimming pool. So there were so many people from like West who traveled there during that season. They were staying there. So we did distribute the leaflets to them as well. In fact, actually, we had some English ones in our back pocket. And
Yes.
just like, okay, if we meet someone from the English speaking country or so. That was pretty good experience.
You always find British and Australians everywhere.
Everywhere, as you said, in fact, actually. So we come across like, okay, in news, anything happens anywhere in the world. In fact, I mean, any tragedy or any disaster or so, in fact, you will find Australian tourists
Yes, yeah.
in those news or so. In fact, they love travel. And so that was pretty good experience. Again, it was 3 of us, family trip, pretty much. And I think if I remember, it was at least 13 to 1400 kilometer in between the two countries that we covered.
Wow.
So it's not just the city we focused on. We literally went for day trips and then driving all the way to Laos, in fact, on the way for almost 30 minutes, an hour, stopping by at restaurants, villages, distributing the leaflets. Whenever we wanted to take some break, it was like, okay, let's do two things together. Take some rest, also distribute the message, because who knows, God knows when the message will come to these people, in fact.
Wonderful.
So that, again, as I said, that intensity and that fire in you, as in like, okay, am I probably the reason why these people will find the purpose of their coming in this world, in fact, or if they are the one who are waiting for this message to reach, is this their opportunity or so? In fact, will I become the mean of communicating this message to them? That is, I think, what is very, very important, in fact. Actually, as I said, we need to understand basically that if messengers are sent in this world who are already connected to God, in fact, they are special souls. In fact, they came in this world to spread this message for common people and humanity.
Yes.
And we are taking the same tradition to the next level. We are getting, if we got connected, we got something out of this message, in fact, then we have this responsibility and duty to take this message to the next level, in fact, and communicate, distribute this message whenever we get opportunity.
And we don't have to restrict it to small areas. And even
No.
somebody from another country, if they say, well, you're in the UK, we're here, what do we do? We can simply tell them.
Exactly. As is said, basically, we're not living in Stone Age, right? So this world is pretty much a global village now.
Yeah.
And in this global village, we have so many means. The life has become so easy. Communication especially has become so easy. In fact, actually, I mean, you have WhatsApp, you have Facebook, you have YouTube, all these means. I'm talking about 2014, literally, like,
Yes.
okay, 7 years ago. In fact, at that time, obviously, when we traveled, a lot of these countries I'm naming, in fact, they didn't have facilities like internet everywhere, in fact, or even the mobile phones that I saw people were carrying in their villages or small towns, etc., were all those like keypad ones, the Nokia and such type of, without any internet facility or so. Now the life is so easy and simple, in fact, to spread and take this message to the next level, in fact. But the point is that you need to have an open mind itself. Okay, so if I am a Urdu speaker, I can speak the Asian language. That's not the play. The buck doesn't stop there. In fact, actually, you need to challenge yourself, hit your boundaries. In fact, actually, okay, so if I am able to speak English and this message I can communicate in English language, why don't I just basically go out of these Urdu speaking countries and Asian countries and take this message to where I can spread in English language?
Yes.
If I can't spread in English language, their boundaries are ways shouldn't stop me because of the language, right? Because the message itself is so special that its essence is gonna grasp the souls, in
Yes.
fact, actually, and it's gonna attract the souls, in fact.
Beautiful.
So all you need to focus on, that leaflet has Sarkar's picture.
Yes.
Holy Blackstone picture, it has moon picture, and that is it. These three things are going to catch the eye of the seeker, in fact, actually. Rest is not important in my view, in fact, actually. If I'm giving this leaflet to someone, these are the key things that, and whoever will focus on these three things is the special soul, in fact, actually. There is something that is a desire or interest, curiosity, etc., which is going to hold him and then make him, okay, take interest and find out more, in fact.
Yes.
Rest is how do we get connected, etc., which is now so many means are available, obviously. Yeah. And the next is obviously the rest of the trips we did was like, okay, next year we went to Indonesia. So Indonesia again is a Muslim dominated country. There are areas where there are tons of Hindu community as well. Again, it was a family trip and very keen. We did the translation of the leaflets before flying there, got these printed in time, in fact. And then again, I think if I remember, it was a 6-7 days trip as well. The same idea that we will be distributing these 700, 800 leaflets to the people. We flew all the way to Jakarta. From Jakarta, we did like at least 8 to 900 kilometers. Again, the idea was that we are not going to stick to the main town and main city. We are going to take this message, cover as many remote areas as possible near the surroundings, in fact, actually. So as you can see, the people were very welcoming. In fact, I was quite surprised because initially I was thinking that this area, these countries, maybe they're like, okay, very stereotype, in fact, actually, and very conservative. But as you can see, like, okay,
Yes.
the
Yeah.
pictures are there, the translation is there, the savior and messiah and Mahdi and all those words were obviously there in their own language or so. We didn't come across anyone like, okay, looking at us with weird face or trying to stop us or so. In fact, actually, everyone was like doing busy in their stuff, but at the same time, when we distributed these leaflets, they did listen to us, hear us, in fact, and were keen to listen to the message and what are we talking about, in fact, actually. That was very, very good experience again. And as I said, I think throughout these years, like 14, 15, 16, and the key and sense of satisfaction in me was when I was seeing my son growing through these years, in fact.
Yes.
And every year, before we were like even planning our vacation, he used to ask me that, did we get the leaflets translated? Is everything ready? Are we taking leaflets with us? When are we going out? Every day after waking up in the hotel after breakfast, he used to like around the breakfast table ask me as in like, okay, where are we going for leafleting today, in fact, actually. So that is pretty special, in fact, actually. Yeah. So very special feeling in my view, in fact, that, okay, not only I am feeling satisfied by myself, but when I see this desire of taking this message, handing out leaflets to the people with a smiley face, and people taking him with a smile from him, from his hand, from my hands, and as a family asking us questions. And he learning from me, as in like, okay, with his smooth and soft voice saying that, okay, this is say Sarkar, you can see his picture on the moon, on the holy black stone, trying to explain the message, divine message to the people. People were like, okay, quite shocked at times, as in like, okay, this boy is not at all, first of all, shy. Secondly, he's very vocal. And then the third thing is basically like, okay, he's conveying such a big message in such a small age, in such a small, basically small soft tone or so, which is like very, very good and wonderful in terms of character building. And as you can say, for it's part of his personality, his DNA since the childhood, in fact, actually. Yeah. So now even if we go and travel, etc., every time he's like, basically, before us, is everything ready, leaflets ready, the are we ready, where are we going, what are we going to cover, etc., etc. And then he's very sensitive at the same time as well about like, okay, this divine message, the leaflets and everything. In fact, keep saying that, okay, if somebody is basically misbehaving at times, very rarely it happened, but basically if something happens, like somebody didn't take care of the leaflets properly or so, in fact, he gets upset, in fact, actually. But then I calm him down as in like, okay, don't worry, there are people who currently don't understand the message, they will regret or so, in fact, actually. So it's all part of his building as well, or character build up as well, in fact, actually. So very special. Yeah,
We really enjoyed it. So we've Hawaii, we've gone across now to Vietnam, we've been to Cambodia,
and Laos.
Indonesia.
Yes, and Indonesia.
Okay, well, we can't wait to hear the next.
So next destination or country we picked up was Philippines. So Philippines was 2017, and this was again very special because instead of sticking to the conventional places in Philippines, we decided to head to Clark. So Clark is used to be a US base, in fact, when there was like a fight in the Vietnam and rest of the region, actually. So US had a very big presence of military in Clark, in fact. And the airport, when we landed there, in fact, actually all the area was basically again was giving us this impression that of like army base or so, and the buildings, and the place was like hilly, mountains, beautiful, pretty high up in the hills, in fact, actually. So was quite surprised because the weather-wise, we just like drove a couple of hours from the Clark City, and then we were up in the mountains, in fact. And all of these people, like, okay, were like normal people sitting there, young generation, very keen. The best was that again, when the remote areas, in the rural areas, people were like, okay, mostly speaking their own local language, which is Tagalog, and but the young generation was very, very good with English as well, in fact, actually. So we had the Tagalog brochures, in fact, actually all printed out in advance. And again, the idea was that, okay, in these 7 days or so, we are going to cover around 800,000 leaflets, in fact. Again, you can see that Zoran is like basically keeping people busy around him, in fact, actually, just conveying this message, distributing the leaflets. You can see that at least say 7 8 people, just like with the kids and families, just gathering around him, and what is he talking and what is he explaining, myself as well. And
so of course that's another country, that region, that would have really 2 European languages.
Yes,
so they would speak English and Spanish as well.
And yeah, exactly. So but the main language, local one, is Tagalog, in fact, actually. Because most of these countries, what happened was they used to be colonized by like.
So you could call it a Christian, a vastly Christian country.
Exactly. Yeah. So yes, in terms of religion or in terms of their faith, very, very Christian dominated country. In fact, actually, a lot of churches were there. And when we went there, they were like, okay, on Sunday especially, there were so many gatherings in churches, and a lot of people, hundreds and hundreds, coming out of the church after their Sunday gathering. The good thing was we were literally standing outside the church, in fact, and as the people were coming out, we were just handing over the leaflets to them. Some of them were interested and finding out more, as in like, what is this? Explain us. And so very, very engaged conversation, very, very engaged with the local community, local people. And then, as I said, covering like, best thing was like literally we used to just rent the car, pick it from the airport, and put our bag, each and everything, check in into the hotel, stay there, have our meals, etc. But every day just leave around 9:30, 10 o'clock. In fact, we used to come back late in the evenings after covering as much area, as many neighboring cities or towns as possible, in fact. So that was pretty good experience altogether. So this was Philippines, again, very much focused around like from Hawaii to Southeast Asia, these countries. There were other countries, obviously, we covered wherever we had chance, 3 to 4 days. We went in from Hong Kong. China was pretty easy. We used to go there, day trips to weekend trip, literally distribute the Chinese leaflets there. In Hong Kong, we did a lot of leafletting. Then we also went to Thailand as well, in fact, actually, and did the leafletting again, same way, 3-4 days,
And as
short trips.
you
Yeah.
mentioned before, that divine image speaks all
Yes,
languages, doesn't it? It's a
exactly. I
universal.
mean, I used to tell even Zoran and my wife, I mean, listen, we don't need to spend like hours and hours or minutes just talking about, because the main piece is, or main thing is, the key in this whole message is Sarkar's picture, in fact, actually, and that picture reflection on moon and that picture on holy black stone. These things, if somebody believe in like any religion, as Sayyidi speak a lot of time, and is like, okay, Messiah, Mahdi, and basically all other religions, everyone is waiting for the awaited one, right? So
Right.
if they know and have that sense, in fact, actually, then this message, these three things, is more than enough in my view. That curiosity, the thirst and hunger to know more, after looking at those pictures, once the question and instinct is there in them, in fact, actually, is going to happen automatically and naturally, in fact. Yes, there were people like, okay, how did you come across this message?
Yes.
When did you get connected? How much different you are feeling in, I mean, between if you compare yourself before joining this message or learning about this message compared to that point versus now, in fact. So there are people who used to ask us, I mean, whenever we were distributing, so that they understand what difference it has made to our life, in order to basically them really feel that, okay, is this something special, in fact, actually. So there were people spending 5-10 minutes asking these type of things, in fact, actually. And if they are interested, curious, obviously we spend time, explain them, in fact. But there are some souls, of course, is like, okay, if you come across and they are asking questions for the sake of asking question, and basically just like, you can understand that there's no point in wasting my time with them, in fact, actually. Because if you consider the good souls, the number of good souls are limited. There are thousands and in abundance the bad souls, and the souls who are going to work against the, and on the negative side of the things, in fact, actually. So we don't have time to basically spend ages, hours and hours dealing with these souls, in fact. I mean, we need to just find the special souls.
Yeah, and they will be
They
attracted.
will be attracted just
This
because
message.
of those, to this message, because of these holy pictures, holy divine signs. They are going to attract them, and our life will be very easy, in fact, actually, or our objective will be very easy to distribute and disseminate this
'Cause
message, in fact. Yeah,
we actually spoke about this, Sheikh Tanvir, didn't we? About the change in character, and of course, people will want to know what benefits there are to us, and they will say, "How has it changed your life?" How have you answered? It would be curious to know how you answer people.
Yes, Gaushai Marhaba, and warm welcome to all our viewers. And that was so lovely. I was so, got immersed myself the journey which Sheikh Wajid described, and like throughout the Far Eastern countries, the way he touched on all these countries, and he came across different people and spread this lovely message. And of course, whenever you come across different people and give them this message, most often you are asked about that how positively this
Yes.
message has caused a change, brought a change in you. And when they look at you, that you are very happily living the very much worldly life, you are enjoying all the perks of life, and at the same time, you are happening to be a Sufi, you are happening to be a divine lover, a dedicated divine lover, and spreading and you are busy in spreading this message also. So they take it with quite amount of surprise.
Yes.
That yes, how is it possible? Because in olden times, people had to shun their mundane life. They had to quit their families, their businesses, and all these things, and they had to, restrict themselves
That's a good point.
in
Yes.
jungles and to a spiritual retreat. But nowadays, Sarkar has made it so simple that you are enjoying your holidays, and at the same time you are spreading this message of love. So what else could be, better than this?
As Roger said, he's enjoying time with his family.
Yes.
He's in banking and finance himself. He's working. He's very much into what people perceive as a normal life and a comfortable life. On the side, and as we mentioned many times, that this doesn't have to be grand efforts and expensive efforts. We can start very much so with your close family and friends, and then just we will always help by setting leaflets or telling you how people can join up to our websites or our subscriptions on ALRA TV, and we can help in that way.
In the benefits of like heart activation you talked about, there are so many that we can count on, but one of this that you begin to have, like having the divine energy, divine love in your heart, you are initiated on the path of spirituality. It adds to your belief and your trust in God.
Yes.
And so a person who is having his heart, imbued with divine love, connected to a spiritual master, then that person becomes much more courageous, brave, and he is not taken off by the situation that emerge from in day-to-day life. Things go up and down, things keep fluctuating. So he's not affected by the circumstances.
And you can look at Zoran as well. You can look at Wajid's son at that age.
Yes,
he's got authority, and he's
so exhilarating.
Yes,
so exhilarating to see a young boy. Just he's being brought up in such a environment that he knows that yes, these are the values I should be sticking on. Or should be making my character or building my character on these points. Like care for others, spreading the message of love, respect for elders, respect for all the faiths and religions, caste and different cultures.
Yes.
So this is lovely, so lovely.
We've had a great year so far. 2019 has been wonderful. We've been to so many different communities throughout the world.
Yes.
And so have you got any more to share? Any more?
Yeah, I think, listen, the whole reason of sharing all this experience was that we need to take this message with a even more faster pace and with a bit more storm, in my view. In fact, actually, the time and period which I mentioned, that way of taking this message to the communities, to the countries, to the nations, etc. You can basically do this, continue doing it, and with your regular and normal life, just make it as a kind of like your own, I guess. First of all, make it take a experience, and then it will become a habit by itself. In fact, in my view, and after doing it once, got like kind of addicted. After 5 months, 6 months, I was looking for another break. Okay, now I have another 5-7 days of Zoran's school vacations are coming, winter one, etc. Where should we go? Where should we go? In fact, and actually prepare the material, content, the leaflets, and each and everything. And I also want to share that, okay, people do think that I would have covered all these countries on a non-Pakistani or non-Asian passport or so, in fact. But I am very much pleased to explain and share this as well. In fact, actually, all of these countries that I explained to everyone about where I did mission with my family, it was on my own Pakistani passport, in fact, actually. So the key is that when there is a will, there is a way. So don't just give up that, okay, I can't speak English, hence I'm giving up. Or I can only speak English, hence I'm giving up, in fact, actually. Or traveling on a third world country or developing country's passport, etc., due to the visa and rest of the situation, etc., is not that easy. It's going to be a big hassle, etc. If you haven't tried, how can you really say that, okay, it's not going to work? I mean, you need to just try this, in fact. And now, in my view, with ALRA TV and the team, this message, the offices based in India, in Nepal, and other countries in Australia. I mean, in Hong Kong, we have representatives in Korea, so many countries, in fact. The method has become a lot more simpler and easier. You have internet, you have indoors authorized content coming with ALRA TV for as a platform, in fact. Actually, all you need to do is just use that existing content which is produced and which is published every day, pretty much, in the form of small clips, in the form of pictures, in the form of digital leaflets or digital um, brochures. In fact, all you need to do is leverage Twitter, leverage Facebook, leverage YouTube, Instagram. So many social media platforms are available there. I mean, if you are surfing, you are using, I can easily say that even a person like me who's busy in my professional life every day, in fact, actually, if um, I can still, I will say, on average, spend 2 to 3 hours on like my mobile phone, whether you talk about like surfing or YouTube or Facebook or whatever, etc. I mean, I'm commuting to my office. It's 40 minutes commute each side, so which means 1.5 hour almost, basically during the commute as well. So you need to make use of that time, in fact. Actually, I mean, you can share the content, you can share, say, these tweets, you can share the ALRA TV's post, in fact, actually, videos, and that's how you are going to spread this message even with more speed and pace, in fact. So the point is that there are so many different ways for you to basically contribute, in fact. All you need to do is basically have that will, and you will have tons of ways available, in fact, actually. Yeah. So as I said, the main piece is that if messengers were sent for a purpose, and we found, and we were lucky enough to get connected with this message, in fact, and find this divine message, in fact, there are people who are not that lucky, possibly, in fact, actually, and we need to work hard to find those people, in fact, actually. If we become the mean by which they get connected, that is a pretty big contribution, in
It
my
is.
way,
Lovely.
in my view. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's very much into, as in the business world, as you know, about networking,
Exactly.
about contacts.
Exactly.
And I think we'll have a little short break now, and we'll come back and talk a little bit more. And I want to talk a bit more about that networking and how this it helps to expand our mission, with a really beautiful story about how one unlikely encounter snowballed into a beautiful event almost 3 continents away. So stay tuned.
إلا الله لا إله 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 إلا الله آدم صفي 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 الله لا إله إلا الله
إبراهيم خليل الله
لا إله إلا الله إبراهيم خليل الله لا إله إلا الله إبراهيم خليل الله لا إله إلا الله إبراهيم خليل الله لا إله إلا الله إبراهيم خليل الله لا إله إلا الله موسى كليم الله لا إله إلا الله موسى كليم الله لا إله إلا الله موسى كليم الله لا إله إلا الله عيسى روح 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 الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول 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 الله الله
Shai Marhaba and welcome back. The progression that Reverend Steve Bell talked about, like doing mission, spreading this message of love, this is being the key to the progress, to the individual progress of like on this spiritual path. As soon as you are initiated, you get this message and you have your heart enlightened. Spreading this message becomes the key for your progress also. And so is the case with like Sheikh Wajid mentioned, and literally took us a slideshow, and we were there in those different countries spreading this message. So as it has been discussed many times before also, that you have got to realize, Sheikh Wajid also was emphasizing on this, that you need to have this much kind of passion and urge in you. And that urge we have to understand this thing, that the progress and spread of mission are just directly proportional. The more you do the mission, the more you spread this message, the higher you get, or more elevated you get, or you become in this path, or in this field of spirituality. Your esoteric, your spiritual progress is directly proportional, because you have to realize the person who passed on this message to you, you can never forget that person. You can never forget that particular, man or woman, that yes, that was Mr. and Miss so-and-so who passed on this brilliant message to me, this lovely message of His Divine Eminence, Sarkar Younus AlGohar Shahi. And after that, I had my heart enlightened. So you cannot forget that person. So think about this, and you can also become the same person for some other people also. And those other peoples will take this message to hundreds more. So your progress is going to be on a multipliable basis. This is going to increase in your spirituality, your passion, and your craving for the Lord will be on an ever increase, and your status, your progress will be on a going on a very steep or a kind of meteoric rise you will experience in your character. And then apart from spiritual progress, there is another aspect that is linked with it, is the character change, the change in one's character, how your character is changing innately, unintentionally, and in a very sneaky way. See, it's in a very sneaky way, you feel changes are coming in your character. You used to be a person fighting on petty issues, but now tolerance level is rising, and you have risen your level of patience, your forbearance. You are now becoming forgiving. You are now becoming generous. You donate, you help needy ones, and you take responsibility with your friends and families. So these kind of things are bound to come in your character. And so is the case with the negative psyche, that the negative psyche in a human being, or the lower self, and the spiritual heart, whichever is dominant, or whichever is occupied with more energy, be it negative or is positive, the character is going to be dominated by the same. So a person, we know that we feel or we see that, oh, such a certain person, although he is a religious person, he is a very regular worshipper, he go to church or mosque or temple regularly, but even then, good signs of character, the signs of good character are not to be seen in him. Why? Because the divine light, the divine energy of the message of the Lord, the message of the divine text has not reached his heart, and his lower self, his negative psyche is stronger in him, and that possesses a huge amount of negative energy in it, and that negative energy has brought the devilish attributes in that person's character. So we need to understand that. So His Divine Eminence Sarkar Rariaz Gaushai say that do not hate the sinner, rather hate the sin. We have to hate the sinning, not the sinner, because a sinner can become a very good character tomorrow once he gets this message, and once he gets his heart enlightened, he comes onto the right path, he maneuvers himself on the right course, then he will be heading towards the Lord. He will be heading towards the positivity. So we need to understand this, and we should not be put off by the kind of opposition that is posed to us by these people, those who are very strong in their lower self, with their very negative psyche, those who are hateful people. No, we should not be put off by this, because our efforts, our war is against the hatred. So hatred cannot be replaced with counter hatred. Hatred can be replaced only by love. Hatred can be reformed by love. So if we are to remove hatred, we are to remove the devil presence, then we are to introduce or to bring the divine presence in the character of a person. So these are the keys that we have been taught and we have been told time and time again by our Sufi master, Sayyidi Younus AlGohar, here at ALRA TV on his speeches. And a very important thing of spreading this message is given by Sheikh Wajid, that nowadays, after the advancement, the digital advancement that we are, the communication is so fast that message can, go across the globe in seconds. So you are users of smartphone, you should know how to use a smartphone. Now it's the time for using smartphones, and these apps like Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, use these social media platform to spread this message of love, and learn how to do this. So these are the keys and very important points.
Absolutely. And Sheikh Wajid, any ideas for 2020?
Yes, I think as we have watched in a few of the previous sessions, Sayyidi did discuss about that we should come up with new ideas. And Universal Sufi Order is something which we have recently started. So
That's amazing.
this is a very, very good idea, in fact, and we have seen some examples, as people must have noticed that there are already few videos available on YouTube. So this is a great example where people, whatever they can contribute with a new idea, such as if somebody is able to speak some other language, such as Korean, some Japanese language, some Pashto language, Sindhi language. So example can be a national language, or it can be a specific rural language, because we have so many countries in the world who which these countries have so many rural languages as well, such as India,
Yes.
massive country, so many different languages are spoken in different parts of India. Same goes for Pakistan as well. There are rural areas where the people speak some local language. In fact, actually, they are not even able to speak the national language. So if people are able to communicate and convey in these rural languages, or different Asian or different non-English speaking languages, this is the time. You shouldn't be shy at all. In fact, actually, the team of ALRA TV and His Holiness both are providing excellent support, in fact, actually. So they are providing you opportunities to practice, to improve your skills, and then through the help of the media team, the practice can be done after a few editing sessions. In fact, you can record your own session, in fact, listen to it afterwards or subsequently, then focus that if someone else is listening to these, are you communicating the message in the right, proper way? In fact, is it clear, loud enough? In fact, so this is another very useful way, and I think we need to come up with these type of innovative ideas. In fact, that in order to connect the people, in fact, the better if you speak in their own language. In fact, actually, so I myself have a video available on YouTube, and it was posted, I believe, 4 days ago, in fact, with one more person speaking in Japanese language and conveying this message in a 10, 12 minutes video, in fact, or trying to convey at least, in fact. So the couple of those type of videos are there. If we have people who are based anywhere else in the world, in non-English speaking countries, and they want to contribute, in fact, I think this is a great opportunity and very good idea in my view. In fact, just record a very small clip, small video, send it to the ALRA TV studio, and the contact details all are available on this website and the YouTube channel as well. In fact, get connected with us. After you post your video, we will provide you the feedback, as in like, okay, it's good enough, or how to improve it, in fact. And the content should literally, just like as you said, it should be a snowball effect, in fact. So once you start, then you will find if there are people and souls thirsty and keen to get connected and understand this message, they will themselves come to you and then get connected and will try to understand more about this message, in fact. And they will probably become representative in their own language, local language, country, in fact, actually. And so all you are doing is scratching the surface,
Yeah.
bringing those souls, in fact, actually. And getting them connected with this message of love, in fact. And once the network keep expanding like this, in fact, this is going to be like not only for 2020, for the next years to come. In fact, we will be multiplied from 2 to 4 to, it will be a reciprocal effect effectively. So, and this message will go further. And another great idea Saidi did shared, and we are working on it, and I'm very, very excited and keen on it, is this idea of Sufi Lounge, in fact, where if there are people, in fact, actually, who are already with different faiths and school of thoughts, basically, are interested to join, participate in the conversation, then obviously we need to basically keep doors and windows are open here, in fact, actually, as long as you are interested to share and understand our message and are genuinely interested, in fact, actually, get connected with us. The studio will invite you, in fact, to contribute, to participate in these discussions, in fact. So I'm very, very excited and interested. So as you said, I think these are two very good and interesting ideas in my view.
Exciting times coming up, that's for sure, for everybody to keep tuned in to ALRA TV and subscribe and hit that bell, so you'll be notified of any videos that are being uploaded straight away, so you won't miss out anything, especially with this exciting Sufi Lounge that's coming up in 2020. And as promised before the break, we're going to share this wonderful journey with you. We're talking about networking. We're talking about how just, as we say, a tiny acorn grows into a mighty oak tree. And this is a beautiful example of how the simple gesture of handing somebody a leaflet, showing that person the image of His Holiness Gohar Shahi, how this will affect, this ripple effect will just snowball. And I'm going to take you back probably about the same time that Wajid was in Southeast Asia. So he was that side of the world, conveying this message. We were over in North America. We were in Canada, Dundas Square to be precise, in Toronto. Cold, typically cold winter's day in Canada, and we were handing out leaflets. The picture's just coming up there. I don't think it was on that occasion. I don't think we'd be wearing T-shirts. But this is just an example of how we leaflet very regularly in Dundas Square in Toronto. Very busy, bustling place it is. And people are just so in awe when they see these images. They take pictures. It's just wonderful. So this was in Dundas Square, and a gentleman was walking, just minding his own business, just coming out of the shopping mall in the square there, Eaton Square, Eaton Centre. And then he approached us. Oh, what's going on here? This is a lovely picture. Is this your spiritual master? And the message was given to this gentleman. He was from Peru. He said, I'm from Peru. I practice spiritualism. And I'm part of a group. And we thought, okay, we told him the message, and he loved it. And he said, my name is Master Paul Acuna, and I'm part of the Universal Brotherhood. And it's worldwide, but we're positioned right here in Canada, and we have lots of contacts in South America. And there's our lovely Master Paul Acuna at the microphone. We decided to have a joint venture in Toronto. It was in the Steelworkers Union. And there is the Sufi master, Younus AlGohar, at the stage, and sitting on the right of Master Younus AlGohar is Mir Lali, a senior member of Messiah Foundation International, and a Sufi. And I'm just on the other side there. And this was a joint collaboration, global peace through spiritual sciences and divine love, by the Universal Brotherhood and Messiah Foundation International. So he liked the message so much, just took that leaflet, and he just looked at the image of Lord Gohar Shahi, and whoa, he said, beautiful. I can share this message with you. And so we went on to do these, and we did various talks over the years. He also had contacts with that channel, a television channel in Toronto, and we regularly talk on Liquid Lunch. So through just that one contact, just that one it could have been the last leaflet of the day, couldn't it? It could have been, no, we're going to give up. This isn't going anywhere. People aren't interested. But just that one little light in the dark, and just he had the leaflet. And then we had these huge programs in Toronto. And true to his word, he said, I have contacts in Mexico. And so off we went, and we, in collaboration again with this Universal Brotherhood, we invited 1,000 members of these communities in around Mexico City, from Catholics to all sorts of different traditions and New Age, but all with one unifying interest, and that is divine love, spirituality. And amongst these beautiful people that came, and amongst the Universal Federation, we met another loving and pure soul in Sister Tatiana Arana. And Sister Tatiana has also wanted to share this mission. And just by all her own efforts and her love for Gohar Shahi, she tirelessly works spreading this message of divine love through her own community. She's a beautiful soul. And after watching Sufi Master's course on Western Sufism, she absolutely loved it. And she can understand English, she can speak English, but she just had that thought in her mind that this should go out to the Spanish community, to the Spanish-speaking community, not only in Mexico, but obviously, with the exception probably of Brazil, most of South America are Spanish-speaking, and of course, Spain itself. And as we mentioned before, the Philippines. So Spanish is a very widely spoken and understood language. So she translated the Sufi course, and she set up programs where she spread this universal Sufi order. Universal Sufi order in Mexico. They're learning the pure Sufism, universal Sufism, and they're from people from all different backgrounds in Mexico. And she's also putting it on a television channel as well that goes out to different countries in South America. So this is spreading throughout South America. And the point I really wanted to get across was that one leaflet that was printed right up in the top part of the Americas, that continent. I mean, it's a huge continent, the Americas. One leaflet right up in the top in this shopping mall. I mean, it wasn't a spiritual place. It wasn't outside of a worship place. It was in a shopping center. And so we never be disheartened to say people are too busy. They're doing their shopping. They have their hands full. No, if you're a loving soul, if you have that divine spark in you, when you see this picture of His Divine Eminence Gohar Shahi, or the picture of Lord Jesus Christ, wow, they'll just be so interested. They'll want to hear more. And this is where our own knowledge and the way we carry ourselves comes across, because you only have a split second and to share this message of love through your own character. That's what they're looking at, your own character. And if they're impressed, as Master Paul was, then they will join us. And this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to network, how we're going to spread this message throughout the world. So it went on. We went through America. We've met him many times in America as well. Down to Mexico, a huge conference in Mexico, where we've also met, of course, Master Hector. Master Hector also shares in this mission of ours of Sufi, the Universal Sufi Order. So this is a beautiful story about how we can spread this message. And of course, when all this takes place and we see all these events, you know, from these very small acorns, this huge oak tree that's growing in different parts of the world just because of that one meeting, of course you feel such ecstasy in your heart, don't you? You know,
True.
You feel this divine bounty that's spreading.
Yes.
And of course, that little, when people are enjoying this heart meditation, of course, a portion of that divine love comes back to you and builds up your faith, builds up your relationship with God.
You see, His Divine Eminence, Sarkar Gohar Shahi, has traveled to hundreds of kilometers on far remote areas, and only to, you know, give message to even one single soul is there, you know, loving soul. And such is the quality of eternal loving soul that the moment they see Sarkar's picture, Jesus' picture, they just cannot take their eyes off.
Right.
And they find themselves, and as you said that the day was going quite quite off, quite slow, and you were not very much interested, you were losing interest. And then just on the end of the day, as one single soul came out, and that soul was of Paulo Cunha, and then Paulo Cunha,
actually we were just about to go for
so many contacts, and message literally went to thousands of people after meeting this wonderful soul. And so is the case with the Sister Tatiana. Yes. Once she got this message, and now she is spreading it like, jungle fire. She is so like, so dexterously, passionately, and zealously she is working. It's really wonderful to see, and this encourages and also, gives, takes your spirit high also. Once you see her, missionary activities, then all those people who are, becoming a bit lazy or a bit slower, they also get charged up and pumped up. Oh yes, we have got to do this more and more.
And as we spoke about pleasing the Lord, I mean, what could be more pleasing than Sufism in Mexico?
Wow, love.
They're from so many different traditions.
Message of divine love, message of peace and tranquility, message of, brotherhood, message of harmony, and like a connection with the Lord.
Yes.
Connection with the Lord is the main thing. And this message has reached South America, and now other countries in Brazil and in Argentina also our message, in Peru also.
I mean, look at these huge audiences that came. They came from far and wide.
Yes.
And they all joined in a circle of love.
Yes.
At the end of this.
And I remember that day, the program we were watching live on the internet also, and everybody was so charged up and pumped up, like, oh, what kind of these loving souls are. They were just,
what was it? Jungle fire? Yeah. I'm going to take that away with me today.
Internet.
The jungle fire.
Internet, internet has made it so fast, So everybody was so happy here to see all these lovely, beautiful souls. And so lovingly welcomed everyone, and they were just, amazed, and they just could not believe that Sufi, Universal Sufi Master, Sayyidi Younus AlGohar was among them, and he was blessing them.
Yes.
And they had never tasted, they have never experienced such an ecstasy before. They might have heard this, or they might have read these things in books, but this was the first time in their life that they experienced such a bounty from Universal Sufi Master.
Absolutely.
I think that's a very good example, basically.
Yes.
One person and one soul, the message going to thousands. in
To
fact.
thousands.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful, in fact. And while you were just giving this example of Sister Tatiana translating the Sufi course, in fact, actually in her own language,
Yes.
and then distributing and communicating this message, in fact, to the people in her community in that local language, in fact. I was thinking that probably what we should do is in 2020, at least set a target of another like 5 to 10 different other languages, translations of the same Sufi course in those languages, and then content to be available, in fact, actually on the website, in fact, of like Sufi course and the Sufi websites that are established where we have content available in English language. But there are people and there is community who is not able to get all the vocabulary from that content, in fact. So if there are people who can assist, can help in our circle, basically, to translate in some local language, rural language, and some national other non-English speaking language, and they're shy, as I said earlier, basically, not to come in front of the camera and participate through the videos in the Universal Sufi Order. Another alternate for you can be to translate that Sufi course into the language, in fact, and then contribute through that. That again, the ALRA TV, the media team is going to help to upload all the content and material in the different languages. In fact, this is another way of like in 2020. And as Brother Steve was asking, some more ideas to contribute. This can be another example of like, okay, if you are shy, personality-wise, you don't want to come in front of the camera, but you have language skills available, in fact, at your discretion. What you can do is spend some time, translate that material, translate that content, in fact, in your own local language, get it reviewed by someone, in fact, actually, and then get connected with us, with the ALRA TV team, in fact, and media team. We will get this content uploaded, in fact. That's how another way you can contribute, and this message can go to the people who are non-native or non-English speakers, in fact. Yeah.
And as you said, the exciting for 2020 is a universal Sufi order. And what could be more universal than what we just saw there, that
Yes.
A female from Mexico, from a Roman Catholic background, practiced spiritualism through the Universal Brotherhood, and still with the Universal Brotherhood. Nobody has to leave anything. She's still very much a Roman Catholic, but now she's not just Sister Tatiana, she's Sheikh Tatiana. So this progress that she's found by sharing this divine mission is that she's been honored with the title of Sheikh.
Yeah.
And she's a female from Mexico.
Female from Mexico.
And she hasn't had to.
Lovely.
She's actually a teacher as well. She's very busy in her life. She doesn't just, in some kind of spiritual retreat down in Mexico. She's a teacher. She's a very intelligent lady. And she is now Sheikh Tatiana.
Tatiana.
Isn't that amazing, guys?
Literally-
Isn't this universal Sufism?
Yes.
Yes.
And literally, she has, gotten herself promoted to a point, to a position where dedicated, aspirants
Yes.
had to spend decades
Right.
of their, sternest
And with a
efforts. And just with you can say, literally, you can say within a click of a finger, she got herself to elevated to such an magnificent status
Yes.
of sheikh. Now she is capable. She is spiritually so much empowered by His Divine Eminence Sarkar Younus AlGohar Shahi and through Sayyidi Younus AlGohar that she is initiating hearts. She is introducing spirituality to souls.
It's amazing.
This is
That
wonderful.
is the
In
quality.
fact, I think a couple of points I want to just emphasize.
Yes, please do.
Basically, with this example, two things which are very clear, as you said, is like this is a true universal message. Doesn't matter which community, which religion, which country you belong, in fact, which gender you belong, in fact. This is open, in fact, actually. I mean, all you need is that desire, that burning desire in you, in fact, to contribute to this message, in fact. first of all get connected with this message and then have this desire to spread this message all around the world. In fact, actually, your elevation will be followed based on the amount of desire, the burning desire and the thirst and then the hunger that you have in fact actually. So you'll find your way, in fact, and nobody is saying that okay, you just go in isolation, leave whatever you are doing, your professional life, whatever belief you had, whatever religion you belong. There is no change whatsoever. In fact, you are still the same. It's living where you are, family person, professional, whatever actually. But after getting connected and grabbing this message, in fact, then this desire is literally that okay, of spreading this message of love throughout the community, throughout the world, in fact, is what is going to just keep elevating your levels, in fact, actually, regardless of the gender, regardless of your background, regardless of which religion you belong, in fact. So great example in these two cases, as you said.
Exactly.
Well, we've really expanded this evening
Exactly.
on how we can elevate ourselves on the spiritual path, how we can increase our divine energy, and how we can strengthen that connection
True.
to the Creator,
True.
which is the ultimate goal, isn't it? The full connection. It's just absolutely wonderful, and that we've allowed to do this. We've been given the guidance and the help every step of the way, and it's been made so easy by our spiritual master and his true representative, the spiritual revivalist, Younus AlGohar. They've helped us every step of the way, so it's made very easily. I mean, it's a win-win situation, isn't it? It really is. So I think we can expand more tomorrow on the other side of increasing this energy,
Right.
by the heart meditation, about how we can help our bodies to negate more of the negative energies that we acquire. We can really expand on that tomorrow. So please stay in tune for tomorrow's talk. And it's a very good night from me and Goa office. And of course, once again, to our lovely Jewish followers, happy Hanukkah and a happy season to you. Thank you very much.
لا إله إلا الله 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 آدم صفي 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 الله لا إله إلا الله
إبراهيم خليل الله
لا إله إلا الله إبراهيم خليل الله لا إله إلا الله إبراهيم خليل الله لا إله إلا الله إبراهيم خليل الله لا إله إلا الله إبراهيم خليل الله لا إله إلا الله موسى كليم الله لا إله إلا الله موسى كليم الله لا إله إلا الله موسى كليم الله لا إله إلا الله عيسى روح 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 الله لا إله إلا الله محمد رسول 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 الله الله
کیا ہر انسان میں ایک ہی روح ہوتی ہے؟ کائنات کا نظام کتنی ارواح پر چل رہا ہے؟ انسان اشرف المخلوقات کیوں کہلایا؟ قیامت والے دن پہاڑ روئی کے گالوں کی طرح کیسے اڑیں گے؟ وہ کون سی ارواح ہیں جن کا یوم محشر سے تعلق ہے؟ انسان کے دوسرے جنم کی کیا حقیقت ہے؟ دوستوں، عرصہ دراز سے لوگوں میں یہ نظریہ پایا جاتا ہے کہ ہر انسان میں ایک ہی روح ہوتی ہے۔ آج تک انسانی اذہان پر یہ راز افشاں نہیں ہوا تھا کہ انسان کے جسم میں کتنی ارواح ہوتی ہے، جبکہ اس نظریے کے برعکس انسانی جسم کئی ارواح کا مجموعہ ہے۔ فرمان نبوی ہے کہ انا مدینۃ العلم و علی بابھا، یعنی حضرت علی جنہیں نبی کریم صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے علم کا دروازہ قرار دیا ہے، ارشاد فرمایا ہے کہ اے بنی نو انسان، تیرے اندر ایک جہان پوشیدہ ہے لیکن تمہیں اس کی خبر نہیں۔ دوستوں، حضرت علی نے کس جہان کی طرف اشارہ کیا ہے؟ جب اللہ نے انسان کو بنایا تو اس میں دو طرح کی ارواح ڈالیں، جن میں سے ایک ارضی ارواح اور دوسری سماوی ارواح کہلائیں، جو کہ اضافی روح ہے اور صرف انسانوں میں اللہ نے ڈالی ہے۔ مرنے کے بعد سماوی ارواح آسمانوں میں لوٹ جاتی ہے، جبکہ ارضی ارواح بمائے نفوس اسی دنیا میں رہ جاتی ہے۔ زندگی کیا ہے؟ اجزائے عناصر کی ترتیب۔ موت کیا ہے؟ انہی اجزاء کا بکھر جانا۔ ناظرین، ارضی ارواح 3 حصوں پر مشتمل ہوتی ہے، جن میں روح جمادی، روح نباتی اور روح حیوانی ہوتی ہے۔ کائنات میں تمام نظام انہی 3 ارواح پر چل رہا ہے اور حیات کا تعلق بھی اسی روح سے ہے۔ اکثر لوگوں کا خیال ہے کہ زندگی کا تعلق اس روح سے ہے جو اللہ تعالیٰ اوپر سے بھیجتا ہے، لیکن ایسا نہیں ہے۔ کیا آپ نے کبھی غور کیا ہے کہ قیامت کے دن پہاڑ روئی کے گالوں کی طرح کیسے اڑیں گے؟ پہاڑوں اور پتھروں میں روح جمادی ہوتی ہے۔ روح جمادی کا کام اس میں موجود ایٹمز کو جوڑ کر رکھنا ہے۔ قرآن مجید میں اللہ تعالیٰ فرماتا ہے وَسِيرَتُ الْجِبَالُ فَكَانَتْ سَرَابًا، کہ اس دن پہاڑ روئی کے گالوں کی طرح اڑیں گے۔ اتنے بڑے بڑے پہاڑ روئی کے گالوں کی طرح کس طرح اڑیں گے؟ کیونکہ اللہ ان میں سے روح جمادی نکال دے گا اور وہ طاقت جو اسے جوڑ کر رکھتی ہے وہ نکل جائے گی، جس کی وجہ سے بڑے بڑے پہاڑ روئی کے گالوں کی طرح اڑیں گے۔ آپ نے بہت سے انسان ایسے دیکھے ہوں گے جو کہ پہاڑوں میں رہنا پسند کرتے ہیں۔ ان کی یہ فطرت روح جمادی کی وجہ سے ہے۔ روح جمادی کی وجہ سے ہی انسانوں نے پتھروں کے مکان بنائے۔ اس کے علاوہ پودوں، درختوں اور گھاس وغیرہ میں روح نباتی ہوتی ہے۔ روح نباتی کا بنیادی کام نشو و نما ہے۔ درختوں میں روح نباتی کے ساتھ ساتھ روح جمادی بھی موجود ہوتی ہے۔ لوگوں میں کینسر جیسے امراض اسی لیے ہوتے ہیں کہ ان کی روح نباتی کمزور ہو جاتی ہے، کیونکہ وہاں خلیات کی نشو و نما رک جاتی ہے۔ کچھ لوگوں کو پھولوں اور درختوں سے لگاؤ رہتا ہے، ان کی یہ فطرت روح نباتی کی وجہ سے ہے۔ روح نباتی کی ہی وجہ سے انسانوں نے درختوں کی لکڑیوں سے چھت بنائے۔ روح حیوانی جانداروں میں پائی جاتی ہے، لیکن اس کے ساتھ ساتھ جانوروں میں روح جمادی اور روح نباتی بھی موجود ہوتی ہے۔ روح حیوانی کے غلبے کی وجہ سے انسان جانوروں سے پیار اور جانوروں جیسے کام کرتا ہے۔ ہمارے جسم میں ارضی ارواح کے ساتھ ساتھ سماوی ارواح بھی بہت اہمیت کی حامل ہیں اور صفت انسانی کا موجب ہے۔ انسانوں کو اللہ تعالیٰ نے ارضی ارواح کے ساتھ ساتھ اضافی سماوی روح بھی عطا کی ہے، جن میں 5 لطائف سینے میں، 1 مقام سر پر ہوتی ہے۔ انسان میں جو 5 حواس خمسہ ہوتے ہیں، ان کا تعلق سینے کے 5 لطائف سے ہے، جن کے نام لطیفہ قلب، لطیفہ سری، لطیفہ اخفا، لطیفہ خفی اور لطیفہ روح ہے۔ 5 مرسلین کو اللہ تعالیٰ نے انہی لطائف کا علم دے کر بھیجا، جیسے آدم صفی اللہ کو لطیفہ قلب کی نبوت اور علم، ابراہیم خلیل اللہ کو لطیفہ روح کا علم، موسیٰ کلیم اللہ کو لطیفہ سری کی نبوت اور علم، عیسیٰ روح اللہ کو لطیفہ خفی کی نبوت اور علم، اور پھر آخر میں محمد الرسول اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کو لطیفہ اخفا کی نبوت اور علم دے کر بھیجا۔ یہ لطائف روحوں کے امر کن سے 70,000 سال پہلے بنائے گئے تھے۔ ان میں سے قلب کو مقام محبت میں رکھا گیا اور اس کے ذریعے انسان کا رابطہ اللہ سے جڑ جاتا ہے۔ نبی کریم محمد مصطفیٰ صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے ارشاد فرمایا، اے بنی آدم، تیرے جسم میں گوشت کا ایک لوتھڑا ایسا ہے کہ اگر اس کی اصلاح ہو جائے تو پورے جسم کی اصلاح ہو جاتی ہے۔ یاد رکھ، وہ تیرا قلب ہے۔ رب کی طرف سے دلیل اور الہامات قلب پر ہی وارد ہوتے ہیں، اور لطائف کی عبادات بھی اسی کے ذریعے عرش الہی پر پہنچتی ہے۔ دوستوں، آپ نے سنا ہوگا کہ ہندوؤں میں دوسرے جنم کا نظریہ پایا جاتا ہے، لیکن وہ بھی اس کی حقیقت سے ناآشنا ہیں، اور جو کچھ وہ جانتے ہیں وہ آدھا علم ہے۔ مذہب میں انسان اس وقت زیادہ دل سے لگتا ہے جب اس کے پاس اس کی سائنسی وجوہات بھی موجود ہوں کہ اللہ تعالیٰ یہ کام بس کرانا چاہتا ہے یا اس میں ہمارا فائدہ نقصان بھی ہے۔ جب انسان مرتا ہے تو اس کی سماوی روح واپس عالم برزخ میں چلی جاتی ہے، جسم اور لطیفہ نفس قبر میں رہ جاتا ہے۔ یہ ارضی ارواح فرشتے جمع کر کے ایک جگہ رکھ لیتے ہیں، پھر جب کوئی نیا بچہ پیدا ہونے والا ہوتا ہے تو وہ ارضی ارواح فرشتے اس بچے کے لیے استعمال کر لیتے ہیں۔ اس طرح یہ دوسرا جنم کہلاتا ہے۔ ارضی ارواح ایک جسم سے دوسرے جسم میں منتقل ہوتی رہتی ہیں، جبکہ سماوی ارواح ایک ہی جسم کے لیے مخصوص ہے۔ ارضی ارواح کا یوم محشر سے کوئی تعلق نہیں ہوتا۔ اگر ارضی ارواح کا یوم محشر سے تعلق ہوتا تو پھر پہاڑوں، درختوں اور جانوروں سے بھی سوال و جوابات ہوتے۔ سماوی ارواح کا یوم محشر سے تعلق ہے اور اسی سے سوال و جوابات ہوں گے۔ میرے دوستوں، آپ نے شریعت کا ایک مسئلہ سنا ہوگا کہ اگر بچہ ماں کے پیٹ میں مر جائے اور مردہ پیدا ہو تو اس کی نماز جنازہ نہیں ہوتی ہے، کیونکہ انسانوں والی روح سماوی ارواح اس کے اندر نہیں آئی تھی۔ آپ نے کئی ایسے لوگ دیکھے ہوں گے جو پیدائشی طور پر عجیب و غریب ہوتے ہیں، ذہنی توازن خراب ہوتا ہے اور نہ ہی صحیح سے بول سکتے ہیں۔ یہ وہی لوگ ہیں جن میں سماوی روح نہیں آئی، صرف عرضی ارواح پر زندہ ہیں۔ انسان میں سوچ اور سمجھ کا تعلق لطیفہ انا کی وجہ سے ہے، آنکھوں کی بینائی کا تعلق لطیفہ سری کی وجہ سے ہے۔ زبان کا کام صرف بولنا نہیں ہے، بلکہ اس کے اوپر ایک روح لطیفہ اخفا ہوتی ہے جس کی مدد سے انسان بولتا ہے۔ آپ نے دیکھا ہوگا کہ میڈیکل سائنس میں کئی ایسے کیسز ہوتے ہیں جن میں ان کی زبان بالکل ٹھیک ہوتی ہے لیکن وہ بول نہیں سکتے، کیوں کہ اس کی روح لطیفہ اخفا موجود نہیں ہے۔ قرآن مجید میں ہے کہ جو اللہ تعالیٰ کا ذکر نہیں کرتا چوپائے کی طرح ہے۔ یہ اللہ تعالیٰ نے ظاہری ذکر کے لیے نہیں فرمایا بلکہ ان سماوی روحوں کے ذکر کے لیے فرمایا ہے، کیونکہ عرضی ارواح انسانوں میں بھی ہے اور جانوروں میں بھی موجود ہے، لیکن انسان اشرف المخلوقات اس لیے کہلایا کیونکہ اس کے اندر سماوی ارواح ہے جن کے ذریعے وہ اللہ سے محبت کر سکتا ہے اور اللہ کا قرب حاصل کر سکتا ہے۔ ان سماوی ارواح کے ذریعے تمام عالمین تک رسائی ہو سکتی ہے اور انسان عرش الہی تک پہنچ سکتا ہے۔ یہ سماوی ارواح از خود 40 سال تک زندہ رہ سکتی ہیں اگر وہ خصوصیات جو اللہ تعالیٰ نے ان لطائف کو دی ہیں اور وہ لطائف انسان کے اندر ہی مر جائیں اور وہ بندہ صرف عرضی ارواح پر زندہ رہے تو پھر اس میں اور جانور میں کوئی فرق نہیں ہے، کیونکہ جانور اور انسان دونوں میں عرضی ارواح موجود ہوتی ہیں۔ انسان کو افضلیت اضافی سماوی روح کی وجہ سے ملی ہے۔ شاید اسی موقع کے لیے علامہ اقبال نے کہا تھا، محبت مجھے ان جوانوں سے ہے ستاروں پہ جو ڈالتے ہیں کمن۔ تو دوستوں، اگر آپ بھی ان عالمین تک رسائی حاصل کرنا چاہتے ہیں، خدا کے ان رازوں کو جاننا چاہتے ہیں جو اس نے کائنات میں بند کیے ہیں، اس کے لیے علم روحانیت کو سیکھنا ہوگا جس کی ابتدا ذکر قلب سے ہوتی ہے۔ ذکر قلب کی اس نعمت کو حاصل کرنے کے لیے ہمارے واٹس ایپ کے نمبر پر رابطہ کریں اور یوٹیوب پر موجود الرا ٹی وی کے چینل کو سبسکرائب کریں۔ کیا ہر انسان میں ایک ہی روح ہوتی ہے؟ کائنات کا نظام کتنی ارواح پر چل رہا ہے؟ انسان اشرف المخلوقات کیوں کہلایا؟ قیامت والے دن پہاڑ روئی کے گالوں کی طرح کیسے اڑیں گے؟ وہ کون سی ارواح ہیں جن کا یوم محشر سے تعلق ہے؟ انسان کے دوسرے جنم کی کیا حقیقت ہے؟ دوستوں، عرصہ دراز سے لوگوں میں یہ نظریہ پایا جاتا ہے کہ ہر انسان میں ایک ہی روح ہوتی ہے۔ آج تک انسانی اذہان پر یہ راز افشاں نہیں ہوا تھا کہ انسان کے جسم میں کتنی ارواح ہوتی ہے، جبکہ اس نظریے کے برعکس انسانی جسم کئی ارواح کا مجموعہ ہے۔ فرمان نبوی ہے کہ انا مدینۃ العلم و علی بابھا، یعنی حضرت علی جنہیں نبی کریم صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم نے علم کا دروازہ قرار دیا ہے، ارشاد فرمایا ہے کہ اے بنی نو انسان، تیرے اندر ایک جہان پوشیدہ ہے لیکن تمہیں اس کی خبر نہیں۔ دوستوں، حضرت علی نے کس جہان کی طرف اشارہ کیا ہے؟ جب اللہ نے انسان کو بنایا تو اس میں دو طرح کی ارواح ڈالیں، جن میں سے ایک ارضی ارواح اور دوسری سماوی ارواح کہلائیں، جو کہ اضافی روح ہے اور صرف انسانوں میں اللہ نے ڈالی ہے۔ مرنے کے بعد سماوی ارواح آسمانوں میں لوٹ جاتی ہے، جبکہ ارضی ارواح بمائے نفوس اسی دنیا میں رہ جاتی ہے۔ زندگی کیا ہے؟ اجزائے عناصر کی ترتیب۔ موت کیا ہے؟ انہی اجزاء کا بکھر جانا۔ ناظرین، ارضی ارواح تین حصوں پر مشتمل ہوتی ہے، جن میں روح جمادی، روح نباتی اور روح حیوانی ہوتی ہے۔ کائنات میں تمام نظام انہی تین ارواح پر چل رہا ہے اور حیات کا تعلق بھی اسی روح سے ہے۔ اکثر لوگوں کا خیال ہے کہ زندگی کا تعلق اس روح سے ہے جو اللہ تعالیٰ اوپر سے بھیجتا ہے، لیکن ایسا نہیں ہے۔ کیا آپ نے کبھی غور کیا ہے کہ قیامت کے دن پہاڑ روئی کے گالوں کی طرح کیسے اڑیں گے؟ پہاڑوں اور پتھروں میں روح جمادی ہوتی ہے۔ روح جمادی کا کام اس میں موجود ایٹمز کو جوڑ کر رکھنا ہے۔ قرآن مجید میں اللہ تعالیٰ فرماتا ہے وَسِيرَتُ الْجِبَالُ فَكَانَتْ سَرَابًا، کہ اس دن پہاڑ روئی کے گالوں
نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم، اما بعد فاعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم، بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم۔ السلام علیکم ناظرین محترم، گوہر شاہی مرحبا تمام محبان گوہر شاہی کی خدمت میں۔ آج میں اس محفل مقدس میں جو کہ لندن UK سے الرا ٹی وی کی نشریات کے طور پر جاری ہیں، اس میں سعادت حاصل کر رہا ہوں کتاب مقدس دین الہی سے کی تلاوت کرنے کی۔ یہ کتاب اللہ کے متلاشیوں اور اللہ سے محبت کرنے والوں کے لیے ایک تحفہ ہے، اطلاع برائے ذاکرین۔ یہ کتاب حق پرستوں، منصف مزاج لوگوں اور اللہ کے طالبوں تک پہنچانی ہے۔ ازلی منافق اس کو تلف کرنے کی کوشش کریں گے۔ اور اس کتاب مقدس دین الہی میں ایک خصوصی نوٹ لکھا گیا ہے پیش لفظ کے طور پر: چاند، سورج، حجر اسود، شیو مندر اور کئی دوسرے مقامات پر بھی تصویر گوہر شاہی نمایاں ہونے کے بعد اکثر مسلم اور غیر مسلم کا خیال اور یقین ہے کہ یہی شخص مہدی، کلکی اوتار اور مسیحا ہے، جس کا مختلف مذہبی کتابوں میں ذکر آیا ہے۔ آئیے آپ بھی ان کو پرکھنے کی کوشش کریں اور ہم سے تحقیق کے لیے رابطہ کریں اور ان کی کتب کے ذریعے بھی ان کو پہچاننے کی کوشش کریں۔ محمد یونس الگوہر، لندن، انگلینڈ۔ دیباچہ: جو مذاہب آسمانی کتابوں کے ذریعے قائم ہوئے وہ درست ہیں، بشرط یہ کہ ان میں رد و بدل نہ کی گئی ہو۔ مذاہب کشتی اور علماء ملاح کی طرح ہوتے ہیں، اگر کسی ایک میں بھی نقص ہو تو منزل پر پہنچنا مشکل ہے۔ البتہ اولیاء ٹوٹی پھوٹی کشتی کو بھی کنارے لگا دیتے ہیں۔ یہی وجہ ہے کہ ٹوٹے پھوٹے لوگ اولیاء کے گرد جمع ہو جاتے ہیں۔ مذہب سے بالا تر اللہ کی محبت ہے، مذہب سے بالا تر اللہ کی محبت ہے جو تمام مذاہب کا ارق ہے، جبکہ اللہ کا نور مشعل راہ ہے۔ 3 حصے علم ظاہر کے اور 1 حصہ علم باطن کا ہے، جو خضر وشنو مہاراج کے ذریعے عام ہوا۔ اللہ کی محبت ہی اللہ کے قرب کا ذریعہ ہے۔ جس دل میں خدا نہیں، کتے اس سے بہتر ہیں، کیونکہ وہ اپنے مالک سے محبت کرتے ہیں، اور محبت ہی کی وجہ سے مالک کا قرب حاصل کر لیتے ہیں، ورنہ کہاں ایک نجس کتا اور کہاں حضرت انسان۔ اگر تجھے جنت اور حور و قصور کی آرزو ہے تو خوب عبادت کر تاکہ اونچی سے اونچی جنت مل سکے۔ اگر تجھے اللہ کی تلاش ہے تو روحانیت بھی سیکھ تاکہ صراط مستقیم پر گامزن ہو کر اللہ کے وصال تک پہنچ سکے۔ از ریاض احمد گوہر شاہی۔ انسان ازل سے ابد تک، جب اللہ نے روحوں کو بنانا چاہا تو کہا کن، تو بے شمار روحیں بن گئیں۔ اللہ کے سامنے اور قریب ارواح نبیوں کی، پھر دوسری صف میں ولیوں کی، پھر تیسری صف میں مومنین کی، پھر ان کے پیچھے عام انسانوں کی، پھر حد نگاہ سے دور صف میں عورتوں کی روحیں بن گئیں، پھر ان کے پیچھے روح حیوانی، پھر روح نباتی، اور پھر ایسی روح جمادی جن میں ہلنے جلنے کی طاقت بھی نہ تھی، نمودار ہو گئیں۔ اللہ کے دائیں طرف فرشتوں کی، اور پھر اس کے بعد حوروں کی ارواح تھیں جو رب کے چہرے کو نہ دیکھ سکیں۔ یہی وجہ ہے کہ فرشتے رب کا دیدار نہیں کر سکے۔ پھر پیچھے نوری موکلات کی روحیں جو دنیا میں آ کر نبیوں ولیوں کی امدادی ہوئیں۔ پھر بائیں جانب جنات کی روحیں، سفلی موکلات، پھر خبیثوں کی روحیں جو دنیا میں آ کر ابلیس کی امدادی ہوئیں۔ دائیں بائیں اور حد نگاہ سے دور والی ارواح رب کا جلوہ نہ دیکھ سکیں۔ یہی وجہ ہے کہ جن فرشتے اور عورتیں رب سے ہم کلام ہو سکتے ہیں لیکن دیدار نہیں کر سکتے۔ کرۂ ارض میں ایک آگ کا گولا تھا، حکم ہوا ٹھنڈا ہو جا، پھر اس کے ٹکڑے فضا میں بکھر گئے۔ چاند، مریخ، مشتری، یہ دنیا اور ستارے سب اسی کے ٹکڑے ہیں، جبکہ سورج وہی باقی ماندہ گولا ہے۔ یہ زمین راکھ ہی راکھ بنی، جمادی روحوں کو نیچے بھیجا گیا جن کے ذریعے راکھ جم کر پتھر ہو گئی، پھر نباتی روحوں کو بھیجا گیا جس کی وجہ سے پتھروں میں درخت بھی اگ آئے، پھر حیوانی روحوں کے ذریعے حیوان نمودار ہوئے۔ اللہ نے سب روحوں سے یہ بھی پوچھا تھا کیا میں تمہارا رب ہوں؟ سب نے اقرار کیا اور سجدہ کیا تھا، یعنی پتھروں اور درختوں کی روحوں نے بھی سجدہ کیا تھا۔ والنجم والشجر یسجدان، سورہ رحمان القرآن۔ پھر اللہ نے روحوں کے امتحان کے لیے مصنوعی دنیا، مصنوعی لذات بنائے اور کہا اگر کوئی ان کا طالب ہے تو حاصل کر لے۔ بے شمار روحیں اللہ سے منہ موڑ کر دنیا کی طرف لپکیں، اور دوزخ ان کے مقدر میں لکھ دی گئی۔ پھر اللہ نے بہشت کا نظارہ دکھایا جو پہلی حالت سے بہتر اور اطاعت و بندگی والا تھا۔ بہت سی روحیں ادھر لپکیں، ان کے مقدر میں بہشت لکھ دی گئی۔ بہت سی روحیں کوئی فیصلہ نہ کر پائیں، انہیں پھر رحمان اور شیطان کے درمیان کر دیا۔ وہی روحیں دنیا میں آ کر بیچ میں پھنس گئیں، پھر جس کے ہاتھ لگ گئیں اس ہی کی ہو گئیں۔ بہت سی روحیں اللہ کے جلوے کو دیکھتی رہیں، نہ دنیا کی اور نہ ہی جنت کی طلب۔ اللہ کو ان سے محبت اور انہیں اللہ سے محبت ہو گئی۔ انہی روحوں نے دنیا میں آ کر اللہ کی خاطر دنیا کو چھوڑا اور جنگلوں میں بسیرا کیا۔ روحوں کی ضرورت اور دل لگی کے لیے 18,000 قسم کی مخلوق، 6,000 پانی میں، 6,000 خشکی میں اور 6,000 ہوائی اور آسمانی پیدا کی گئی۔ پھر اللہ نے 7 قسم کی جنت اور 7 قسم کی دوزخ بنائی۔ جنتوں کے نام: نمبر 1 خلد، 2 دارالسلام، 3 دارالقرار، 4 عدن، 5 الماوا، 6 نعیم، 7 فردوس۔ دوزخوں کے نام: نمبر 1 سقر، 2 سعیر، 3 نطاع، 4 حطمہ، 5 جہیم، 6 جہنم، 7 ہاویہ۔ مندرجہ بالا سارے نام سریانی زبان کے ہیں، وہ زبان جس میں اللہ فرشتوں سے مخاطب ہوتا ہے۔ سب مذاہب کا عقیدہ ہے کہ جسے اللہ چاہے دوزخ میں اور جسے چاہے بہشت میں بھیج دے۔ اگر وہیں سے جس روح کو دوزخ میں بھیجا جاتا تو وہ اعتراض کرتی کہ میں نے کون سا جرم کیا تھا؟ اللہ کہتا تو نے میری طرف سے منہ موڑ کر دنیا طلب کری تھی۔ روح کہتی وہ تو صرف نادانی میں اقرار تھا، عمل تو نہیں کیا تھا۔ پھر اس حجت کو پورا کرنے کے لیے روحوں کو نیچے اس دنیا میں بھیجا۔ آدم علیہ السلام، جنہیں شنکر جی بھی کہتے ہیں، جنت کی مٹی سے ان کا جسم بنایا گیا۔ پھر روح انسانی کے علاوہ کچھ اور مخلوقیں بھی اس میں ڈال دی گئیں۔ جب آدم علیہ السلام کا جسم بنایا جا رہا تھا تو شیطان نے حسد سے تھوکا تھا، جو ناف کی جگہ گرا، اور اس تھوک کے جراثیم بھی اس جسم میں شامل ہو گئے۔ شیطان جنات قوم سے ہے۔ ایک حدیث میں ہے کہ جب انسان پیدا ہوتا ہے تو اس کے ساتھ ایک شیطان جن بھی پیدا ہوتا ہے۔ جسم تو صرف مٹی کا مکان تھا جس کے اندر 16 مخلوقوں کو بند کر دیا، جبکہ خناس اور 4 پرندے اور بھی ہیں۔ آدم علیہ السلام کی بائیں پسلی سے عورت کی شکل میں مواد نکلا، اس میں روح ڈال دی گئی جو مائی ہوا بن گئی۔ بعد میں بہشت سے نکال کر آدم علیہ السلام کو سری لنکا اور مائی ہوا کو جدہ میں اتارا گیا، جن کے ذریعے ایشیائیوں کی پیدائش کا سلسلہ شروع ہو گیا، اور آسمان سے باقی روحیں بھی بتدریج آنا شروع ہو گئیں۔ روحوں کی تعلیم و تربیت اور مدارج کے لیے مذاہب کی صورت میں مدرسے قائم ہوئے، اور روز ازل کی تقدیر کے مطابق کوئی کسی مذہب میں اور کوئی بے مذہب ہی رہیں۔ اللہ کی محب روحیں بھی اس دنیا میں آئیں، کوئی مسلم کے گھر، کوئی ہندوؤں، کوئی سکھوں اور کوئی عیسائیوں کے گھروں میں پیدا ہو گئیں، اور اپنے مذہب کے ذریعے اللہ کو پانے کی کوشش کرنے لگیں۔ یہی وجہ ہے کہ ہر مذہب کے خواص نے رہبانیت اختیار کی۔ کچھ لوگ کہتے ہیں کہ اسلام میں رہبانیت نہیں ہے، یہ عقیدہ غلط ہے۔ حضور پاک بھی غار ہرا میں جایا کرتے تھے۔ شیخ عبد القادر جیلانی رضی اللہ عنہ، خواجہ معین الدین اجمیری، داتا علی حجویری، بری امام، بابا فرید، شہباز قلندر رضی اللہ عنہ وغیرہ نے بھی روحانیت، یعنی بابا فرید، شہباز قلندر وغیرہ نے بھی رہبانیت کے بعد ہی اتنے بلند مقام حاصل کیے اور انہی کے ذریعے دین کی اشاعت ہوئی۔ حضور پاک بھی غار ہرا میں جایا کرتے تھے۔ شیخ عبد القادر جیلانی، خواجہ معین الدین اجمیری، داتا علی حجویری، بری امام، بابا فرید، شہباز قلندر وغیرہ نے بھی رہبانیت کے بعد ہی اتنے بلند مقام حاصل کیے اور انہی کے ذریعے دین کی اشاعت ہوئی۔ دنیا میں انسان کی بنیاد، پیٹ میں نطفہ انسانی کے بعد خون کو اکٹھا کرنے کے لیے روح جمادی آتی ہے، پھر روح نباتی کے ذریعے بچہ پیٹ میں بڑھتا ہے۔ 4 ماہ کے بعد روح حیوانی جسم میں داخل کی جاتی ہے، جس کے ذریعے بچہ پیٹ میں حرکت کرتا ہے۔ ان کو ارضی ارواح کہتے ہیں۔ پھر پیدائش کے بعد روح انسانی دوسری مخلوقات کے ساتھ آتی ہے، ان کو سماوی ارواح کہتے ہیں۔ اگر بچہ پیدائش سے تھوڑی دیر پہلے ہی پیٹ میں مر جائے تو اس کا جنازہ نہیں ہوتا کہ وہ حیوان تھا۔ پیدائش کے تھوڑی دیر بعد مر جائے تو اس کا جنازہ لازم ہے کہ وہ روح انسانی کی آمد کی وجہ سے انسان بن گیا تھا۔ اور نفس نے بھی مقام ناف پر اپنے ساتھیوں کے ساتھ ڈیرا لگا لیا تھا۔ اگر اس میں جمادی روح طاقتور ہے تو وہ پہاڑوں میں رہنا پسند کرتا ہے۔ روح نباتی کی وجہ سے انسان پھولوں اور درختوں سے لگاؤ رکھتا ہے۔ روح حیوانی کے غلبے سے جانوروں سے پیار اور جانوروں جیسے کام کرتا ہے، جبکہ نفس کی شکل کتے کی طرح ہوتی ہے۔ اس کے غلبے سے کتوں جیسے کام اور کتوں سے پیار کرتا ہے، اور بیداری قلب سے انسان فرشتوں کی طرح بن جاتا ہے۔ انسان کے مرنے کے بعد سماوی ارواح آسمانوں کو لوٹ جاتی ہیں، جو ایک ہی جسم کے لیے مخصوص ہیں۔ ارضی روحیں بمائے نفوس کے اسی دنیا میں رہ جاتی ہیں۔ ارضی روحیں ایک سے دوسرے پھر تیسرے جسم میں منتقل ہوتی رہتی ہیں، کیونکہ ان کا روز محشر سے کوئی تعلق نہیں، لیکن پاکیزہ نفس قبروں میں رہ کر لوگوں کو فیض پہنچاتے اور خود بھی بندگی کرتے رہتے ہیں۔ جیسا کہ جب شب معراج میں حضور پاک موسیٰ علیہ السلام کی قبر سے گزرے تو دیکھا موسیٰ علیہ السلام اپنی قبر میں نماز پڑھ رہے ہیں۔ جب آسمانوں پر پہنچے تو دیکھا موسیٰ وہاں بھی موجود ہیں۔ بدکار لوگوں کے طاقتور نفس اپنے بچاؤ کے لیے شیاطین کے ٹولے سے مل جاتے ہیں اور لوگوں کے جسم میں داخل ہو کر لوگوں کو نقصان پہنچاتے ہیں۔ ان کو بدروحیں کہتے ہیں۔ انجیل میں ہے کہ عیسیٰ علیہ السلام بدروحیں نکالا کرتے تھے۔ ارضی ارواح اور نفوس اسی دنیا میں روح انسانی، عالم علیین یا سجین میں، اور لطائف اگر طاقتور ہیں تو وہ بھی علیین میں، ورنہ قبر میں ہی ضائع ہو جاتے ہیں۔ نفس کی وجہ سے انسان ناپاک ہوا۔ بقول بلے شاہ، اس نفس پلیت نے پلیت کیتا، اساں منڈوں پلیت ناسی۔ نفس کو پاک کرنے کے لیے کتابیں اتریں، نبی ولی آئے، کہیں اس کو دوزخ سے ڈرایا گیا، کہیں بہشت کی لالچ دی گئی۔ ریاضت، عبادت اور روزوں کے ذریعے اسے سدھارنے کی کوشش کی گئی اور جنت کے حقدار بھی ہو گئے، اور بہت سے لوگوں نے باطنی علم کے ذریعے اسے پاک بھی کر لیا اور اللہ کے دوست بن گئے۔ تذکرہ نفس، یہ شیطانی جرثومہ ہے، ناف میں اس کا ٹھکانہ ہے۔ سب نبیوں ولیوں نے اس کی شرارت سے پناہ مانگی، اس کی غذا فاسفورس اور بدبو ہے جو ہڈیوں، کوئلے اور گوبر میں بھی ہوتی ہے۔ ہر مذہب نے جنابت کے بعد نہانے پر زور دیا ہے کیونکہ جنابت کی بدبو مساموں سے بھی خارج ہوتی ہے۔ بدبودار قسم کے مشروب اور بدبودار قسم کے جانوروں کے گوشت کو بھی ممنوع قرار دیا ہے۔ روز ازل میں اللہ کے سامنے والی تمام روحیں جمادی تک ایک دوسرے سے مانوس اور متحد ہو گئیں۔ روح جمادی کی وجہ سے انسان نے پتھروں کے مکان بنائے اور روح نباتی کی وجہ سے درختوں کی لکڑیوں سے چھت بنائے، درختوں کے سائے سے بھی مستفیض ہوئے۔ درختوں نے ان کو صاف ستھری آکسیجن پہنچائی۔ پیچھے والی حیوانی روحیں جو دنیا میں آ کر جانور بن گئے، سب انسانوں کے لیے حلال کر دیے گئے، جبکہ انہی سے متعلقہ پرندے بھی حلال کر دیے گئے۔ بائیں طرف جنات اور سفلی موکلات بنے، پھر ان سے پیچھے کی طرف خبیث ارواح جو آخر میں دشمن خدا ہوئیں، اور وہ حیوانی، نباتی اور جمادی روحیں جو خبیثوں کے پیچھے نمودار ہوئی تھیں، انہوں نے انسانوں سے دشمنی کری۔ ان کی روح جمادی کے دنیا میں آنے سے راکھ کوئلہ بنی جس کی گیس انسانوں کے لیے نقصان دہ تھی۔ ان کی روح نباتی سے خطرناک اور کانٹے دار قسم کے اور آدم خور قسم کے درخت وجود میں آئے، اور ان کی روح حیوانی سے آدم خور اور درندہ قسم کے جانور پیدا ہوئے، اور ان سے متعلقہ پرندے بھی انہی کی انسان دشمنی کی خصلت کی وجہ سے حرام قرار دیے گئے، جن کی پہچان یہ ہے کہ وہ پنجے سے پکڑ کر غذا کھاتے ہیں۔ دائیں جانب والی ارواح کو انسان کا خادم، پیغام رساں اور مددگار بنا دیا، اور انسان کو سب سے زیادہ فضیلت عطا کر کے اپنا خلیفہ مقرر کر دیا۔ اب انسان کی مرضی، محنت اور قسمت ہے کہ خلافت منظور کرے یا ٹھکرا دے۔ نفس خواب میں جسم سے باہر نکل جاتا ہے اور اس بندے کی شکل میں جنات کی شیطانی محفلوں میں گھومتا ہے۔ نفس کے ساتھ خناس بھی ہوتا ہے جس کی شکل ہاتھی کی طرح ہوتی ہے، اور یہ نفس اور قلب کے درمیان بیٹھ جاتا ہے۔ انسان کو گمراہ کرنے کے لیے نفس کی مدد کرتا ہے۔ اس کے علاوہ 4 پرندے بھی انسان کو گمراہ کرنے کے لیے چاروں لطائف کے ساتھ چمٹ جاتے ہیں، جیسا کہ قلب کے ساتھ مرغ، جس کی وجہ سے دل پر شہوت کا غلبہ رہتا ہے۔ پھر اس قلب کے ذکر سے وہ مرغ بسمل بن جاتا ہے اور حرام و حلال کی تمیز کا شعور پیدا کر دیتا ہے۔ اس کے علاوہ 4 پرندے بھی انسان کو گمراہ کرنے کے لیے چاروں لطائف کے ساتھ چمٹ جاتے ہیں، جیسا کہ قلب کے ساتھ مرغ، جس کی وجہ سے دل پر شہوت کا غلبہ رہتا ہے۔ قلب کے ذکر سے وہ مرغ بسمل بن جاتا ہے اور حرام و حلال کی تمیز کا شعور پیدا کر دیتا ہے۔ پھر اس قلب کو قلب سلیم کہتے ہیں۔ سری کے ساتھ کوے کی وجہ سے ہرس، اور خفی کے ساتھ مور کی وجہ سے حسد، اور اخفا کے ساتھ کبوتر کی وجہ سے بخل آ جاتا ہے، اور ان کی خصلتیں لطائف کو حرص و حسد پر مجبور کر دیتی ہیں جب تک لطائف منور نہ ہو جائیں۔ ابراہیم علیہ السلام کے جسم سے انہی 4 پرندوں کو نکال کر پاکیزہ کر کے دوبارہ جسم میں ڈالا گیا تھا۔ مرنے کے بعد پاکیزہ لوگوں کے یہ پرندے درختوں پر بسیرا بنا لیتے ہیں۔ بہت سے لوگ جنگلوں میں کچھ دن رہ کر پرندوں جیسی آوازیں نکالتے ہیں، اور یہ پرندے ان سے مانوس ہو جاتے ہیں اور ان کے چھوٹے موٹے علاجوں میں معاون بن جاتے ہیں۔ ایک اہم نقطہ، نفس کا تعلق شیطان سے ہے۔ سینے کے 5 لطائف کا تعلق 5 رسولوں سے ہے۔ انا کا تعلق اللہ سے ہے۔ اسی طرح اس جسم کا تعلق کامل مرشد سے ہے، اور جو بھی مخلوق جس نسبت سے خالی ہے وہ اس کے فیض سے محروم اور عاری ہے۔ لطیفہ قلب، گوشت کے لوتھڑے کو اردو میں دل اور عربی میں فواد بولتے ہیں، اور اس مخلوق کو جو دل کے ساتھ ہے قلب بولتے ہیں۔ اس کی نبوت اور علم آدم علیہ السلام کو ملا تھا۔ حدیث میں ہے کہ دل اور قلب میں فرق ہے۔ اس دنیا کو ناسوت بولتے ہیں، اس کے علاوہ اور جہان بھی ہیں، یعنی ملکوت، عنکبوت، جبروت، لاہوت، وحدت اور احدیت۔ یہ مقام ناسوت میں گولا پھٹنے سے پہلے تھے، اور ان کی مخلوقیں بھی پہلے سے موجود تھیں، فرشتے ارواح کے ساتھ بنے، لیکن ملائکہ اور لطائف پہلے ہی سے ان مقامات پر موجود تھے۔ بعد میں عالم ناسوت میں بھی کئی سیاروں پر دنیا آباد ہوئی، کوئی مٹ گئے اور کوئی منتظر ہیں۔ یہ مخلوق یعنی لطائف اور ملائکہ روحوں کے امر کن سے 70,000 سال پہلے بنائے گئے تھے، اور ان میں سے قلب کو مقام محبت میں رکھا گیا، اور اسی کے ذریعے انسان کا رابطہ اللہ سے جڑ جاتا ہے۔ اللہ اور بندے کے درمیان یہ ٹیلی فون آپریٹر کی حیثیت رکھتا ہے۔ انسان پر دلیل و الہامات اسی کے ذریعے وارد ہوتے ہیں، جبکہ لطائف کی عبادات بھی اسی کے ذریعے عرش بالا پر پہنچتی ہیں۔ لیکن یہ مخلوق خود ملکوت سے آگے نہیں جا سکتی، اس کا مقام خلد ہے۔ اس کی عبادت بھی اندر اور تسبیح بھی انسان کے ڈھانچے میں ہے۔ اس کی عبادت بھی اندر اور تسبیح بھی انسان کے ڈھانچے میں ہے۔ اس کی عبادت کے بغیر والے جنتی بھی افسوس کریں گے، کیونکہ اللہ نے فرمایا کہ کیا ان لوگوں نے سمجھ رکھا ہے کہ ہم ان کو نیکوں کاروں کے برابر کر دیں گے؟ کیونکہ قلب والے جنت میں بھی اللہ اللہ کرتے رہیں گے۔ جسمانی عبادت مرنے کے بعد ختم ہو جاتی ہے۔ جن کے قلب اور لطائف اللہ کے نور سے طاقتور نہیں، وہ قبروں میں ہی خستہ حالت میں رہیں گے یا ضائع ہو جائیں گے، جبکہ منور اور طاقتور لطائف مقام علیین میں چلے جائیں گے۔ یوم محشر کے بعد جب دوسرے جسم دیے جائیں گے تو پھر یہ لطائف بھی روح انسانی کے ساتھ دیدار والے لافانی ولیوں کے جسم میں داخل ہوں گے، جنہوں نے ان کو دنیا میں اللہ اللہ سکھایا تھا۔ وہاں بھی اللہ اللہ کرتے رہیں گے، اور وہاں جا کر بھی ان کے مرتبے بڑھتے رہیں گے، اور جو ادھر دل کے اندھے تھے وہ ادھر بھی اندھے ہی رہیں گے، کیونکہ میدان عمل یہ دنیا تھی، اور وہ ایک ہی جگہ ساکن ہو جائیں گے۔ عیسائیوں، یہودیوں کے علاوہ ہندو مذہب بھی ان مخلوقوں کا قائل ہے۔ ہندو انہیں شکتیاں اور مسلمان انہیں لطائف کہتے ہیں۔ قلب دل کے بائیں طرف 2 انچ کے فاصلے پر ہوتا ہے۔ اس مخلوق کا رنگ زرد ہے۔ اس کی بیداری سے انسان زرد روشنی اپنی آنکھوں میں محسوس کرتا ہے، بلکہ کئی عامل حضرات ان لطائف کے رنگوں سے لوگوں کا علاج بھی کرتے ہیں۔ اکثر لوگ اپنے دل کی بات برحق مانتے ہیں۔ اگر واقعی دل سچے ہیں تو سب دل والے ایک کیوں نہیں؟ عام آدمی کا قلب سنوبری ہوتا ہے، جس میں کوئی سدھ بدھ نہیں ہوتی۔ نفس اور خناس کے غلبے یا اپنے سیدھے پن کی وجہ سے غلط فیصلہ بھی دے سکتا ہے۔ قلب سنوبری پر اعتماد نادانی ہے۔ جب اس دل میں اللہ کا ذکر شروع ہو جاتا ہے پھر اس میں نیکی بدی کی تمیز اور سمجھ آ جاتی ہے، اسے قلب سلیم کہتے ہیں۔ پھر ذکر کی کثرت سے اس کا رخ رب کی طرف مڑ جاتا ہے، اسے قلب منیب کہتے ہیں۔ یہ دل برائی سے روک سکتا ہے مگر یہ صحیح فیصلہ نہیں کر سکتا۔ پھر جب اللہ تعالیٰ کی تجلیات اس دل پر گرنا شروع ہو جاتی ہیں تو اسے قلب شہید کہتے ہیں۔ حدیث: شکستہ دل اور شکستہ قبر پر اللہ کی رحمت پڑتی ہے۔ اس وقت جو دل کہے چپ کر کے مان لے، کیونکہ تجلی سے نفس بھی مطمئنہ ہو جاتا ہے اور اللہ حبل الورید ہو جاتا ہے۔ پھر اللہ کہتا ہے کہ میں اس کی زبان بن جاتا ہوں جس سے وہ بولتا ہے، اس کے ہاتھ بن جاتا ہوں جس سے وہ پکڑتا ہے۔ روح انسانی، اس کی نبوت اور علم ابراہیم علیہ السلام کو ملا تھا۔ یہ دائیں پستان کے قریب ہوتی ہے۔ ذکر کی ضربوں اور تصور سے اس کو بھی جگایا جا سکتا ہے۔ ذکر کی ضربوں اور تصور سے اس کو بھی جگایا جاتا ہے۔ پھر ادھر بھی ایک دھڑکن نمایاں ہو جاتی ہے، اس کے ساتھ ذکر یا اللہ ملایا جاتا ہے۔ پھر انسان کے اندر دو بندے ذکر کرنا شروع کر دیتے ہیں اور اس کا مرتبہ قلب والے سے بڑھ جاتا ہے۔ روح کا رنگ سرخی مائل ہوتا ہے اور اس کی بیداری سے جبروت تک جو مقام جبرائیل ہے رسائی ہو جاتی ہے۔ غضب و غصہ اس کے ہمسایہ ہوتے ہیں جو جل کر جلال بن جاتے ہیں۔ لطیفہ سری، اس کی نبوت اور علم موسیٰ علیہ السلام کو ملا تھا۔ یہ مخلوق سینے کے درمیان سے بائیں پستان کے درمیان ہوتی ہے۔ اس کو بھی یا حیو یا قیوم کی ضربوں اور تصور سے بیدار کیا جاتا ہے۔ اس کا رنگ سفید ہے، خواب یا مراقبے میں لاہوت تک پہنچ رکھتی ہے۔ اب 3 مخلوقیں ذکر کر رہی ہیں اور اس کا درجہ ان 2 سے بڑھ گیا۔ لطیفہ خفی، اس کی نبوت اور علم عیسیٰ علیہ السلام کو ملا تھا۔ یہ سینے کے درمیان سے دائیں پستان کے درمیان ہوتی ہے۔ اسے بھی ضربوں کے ذریعے یا واحد سکھایا جاتا ہے۔ اس کا رنگ سبز ہے اور اس کی رسائی مقام وحدت سے ہے۔ اور اب 4 بندوں کی عبادت سے درجہ اور بڑھ گیا۔ لطیفہ اخفا، اس کی نبوت اور علم حضور پاک صلی اللہ علیہ وسلم کو ملا تھا۔ یہ مخلوق سینے کے درمیان ہے، یا احد کا ذکر اس کے لیے وسیلہ ہے۔ اس کا رنگ جامنی ہے۔ اس کا تعلق بھی مقام وحدت کے اس پردے سے ہے جس کے پیچھے تخت خداوند ہے۔ میں آج یہیں پر اکتفا کر کے آپ تمام سے اجازت چاہوں گا۔ آج کی محفل کو ہم یہیں پر اختتام پذیر کر دیں گے۔ اب یہ دین الہی کی کتاب مقدس کا درس جو ہے تلاوت جو ہے جاری رہے گی۔ آئندہ دنوں میں بھی اس کی جب موقع ملے گا ہم سعادت حاصل کرتے رہیں گے۔ اب میں تمام ناظرین سامعین کو غور حافظ کرتا ہوں۔ السلام علیکم۔